Hello, it is Neenah Marie, health and beauty writer, makeup artist sometimes. So I am here today to cover the brand Melanopeel and their skin clarity system. Just a little bit about myself. I have oily skin, bigger pores toward the inner. My skin gets super duper oily. Could also be from dehydration, so but I get hormonal acne, so it's not a big issue for me, but it is sometimes, once a month or so, I get a little bit of acne. First thing I'm going to start with is the Melanopeel Clarity Cleanser. This guy has little microspheres in it, which are actually granules that'll help to exfoliate the face. It'll help to brighten the skin also. As you can see, it's just a clear, or it's just like a seafoam green substance. Little small granules. What I like to do is just maybe put a nickel size on my hand. Not too much. You don't need a lot. So that's pretty much enough for your whole face. My cleansing technique, or actually application technique for most skincare products, is to use my two middle fingers and rub in circular motions. Especially with something with granules, you want to make sure you get a deep exfoliation. With the manual scrubs, though, you want to make sure that you don't scrub too hard, because you don't want to get yourself any abrasions. These microspheres, though, are super duper small, so I doubt if you get any kind of abrasions or scars or anything from this, because they're super duper small. So anybody with sensitive skin, this is awesome for you. Granules are small. Fragrance is not strong at all. I don't feel any burning, tingling, itching of any sort. And I'm someone that likes to burn, but I don't feel anything burning. So that's really good. You can see it kind of disappears on the skin. Some places there you can see the microspheres a little bit, but it kind of just dissolves into the skin, penetrates, and does its job. So I'm going to remove it with the cotton pad. I don't want to leave the screen. I want you guys to see how everything's working, how everything's coming off and going on. So I won't, go to the sink. I'm just going to use the water and the cotton pad. At home, I would definitely suggest that you use the sink. Give yourself a big splash. This guy, since it does have small granules, sometimes the granules are hard to get off the skin. If you use a cotton pad, they can kind of just go under your neck and start to roll down. So you want to make sure that you're getting it all off. If you are having a hard time getting granules from your face, oils work very, very well. You can use an essential oil. That would be great, just to kind of loosen everything up, get all the granules off the skin, and then you can move on to your next step. All right. So after cleansing, you want to make sure that you tone. Okay, toner. This toner is the Mandelic acid toner. You can see how this looks. Inside is just a clear liquid. Looks just like water. Doesn't look like much of anything. The smell is a little medical. Kind of smells like just sanitary when you first walk into the doctor's office. So smells kind of medicinal, like some sort of sanitizer or some sort of medicine, but it's not a strong smell, so that's great. So I'm just going to use a cotton pad, same kind of cotton pad I use to remove, just to tone. So clear liquid, you can't see it, and I'm wiping it across the face. Instantly, I feel a nice cooling sensation, which is very calming and soothing to the senses. Feels very awesome. I'm very excited that I got all the granules off. It's normally super hard for me to get them off with the cotton pad, but they came off. I don't feel any rolling on the face, so that's really good. And I do want to say I am going to be applying a peel, so please excuse this is already here. Just so you know, this is already here. It's not from the product. It is just there already. So as I'm applying the toner, as I said, an instant cooling sensation. A little bit of that medicinal smell. It's not too heavy. I definitely feel my skin loosening up from the cleanser. The cleanser didn't make me super tight or dry. It's just the toner kind of definitely brought the skin back to the pH level, and I feel awesome. To touch my face it's a little bit sticky, but I'm going to apply the peel and everything should be fine, so that's okay. If you need to splash a little bit of water after the toner, that's totally okay, or you can just add your moisturizer and that will go right away. So today, my big focus is the Melanopeel Mandelic Acid Peel. This guy is 25%, so I'm super duper excited to try this. I've never actually tried a Mandelic Acid Peel or pure Mandelic Acid Peel, and especially not at a higher level at 25%. So I'm super duper excited to see what this is going to do. I like to use a flat foundation brush or a fan brush to put on my peels. I just feel like you can get into the crevices, nooks and crannies. It works a lot faster and you don't waste product on your hands. If you wanted to, you could use your hands or a cotton pad. I just want to get the most out of the product. So I'm going to use a just flat brush. This is by Crown Brushes, just a flat foundation brush. Anyone would do. You don't have to use the same brush. So just a little bit. I'm going to just pour a little bit on the brush, okay? So you can see just clear liquid. It's not going anywhere. It's just like water. And I'm just going to apply it quickly on my skin. So really quick, this peel should only be left on the skin for 60 seconds tops. That means you want to work super duper fast so that you're able to cover the whole face without having to remove from half. You don't want to compromise the results, so work super fast. And as you can see, the brush really gives you that quick speed that you need. If you feel like you need to go over a couple areas, no need to grab more product. The brush kind of holds it in. If you do feel like you need more, then go for a little more, but you should only be applying maybe a pearl size amount of this for your entire face. There's no need for you to, you know, be applying a quarter size or using the half of the bottle. This bottle should last you for at least 30 treatments. Like, so if this bottle is gone in like 3 weeks, you have an issue. Overusing product, you have an issue. So that's okay. That's okay. Product control is awesome. If you wanted to, you can get a little dropper to fit on the top just so you can kind of control how much product you use. But the opening is kind of small, but the liquid might pour out a little fast. So just to warn you. So now the peel is on my skin. It's invisible. You can't really see anything. I'll give you a closer look. So there's nothing that you can see on my skin. I don't feel an intense burn. I do feel a slight tingle, which I love. I love a good tingle. So that definitely, to me, means it's working. So for someone with sensitive skin, it's not a harsh burn. I'm not getting blotchy, really. I feel like everything is fine. I'm getting a little bit red, but that's probably just from the acid reacting. It's a good sign. A little bit of blood flow, increase in circulation. That's always good. So, yeah, I'm going to let it sit for a little bit, and I'll wipe it off for you guys. Okay, so it's been about 60 seconds. My skin is feeling great, and it's also looking great. I don't have any red blotches besides what I started with. So, like I said, ignore that. That's already there. I don't feel any intense burning, which is good. Very, very good for an acid peel. Feels very great on the skin. So I'm just going to take a little cotton pad and remove the peel. Okay, this is just water on a cotton pad. If you don't trust yourself and you don't feel like you're going to get it all off, a cool thing to do is just wash your face like normal. Splash it in the shower, splash it in the sink, just to ensure that you gotten everything off. You don't want to leave any acid on your face. So, even though I didn't feel any crazy burning, As I removed with water, I definitely felt my skin a little bit more, I don't want to say sensitive because that sounds bad, but I do feel like the ingredients were reacting on my skin, definitely. I now feel a little bit of a burn. Just a slight tingle. I know the ingredients are nicely penetrating into my skin. I feel that most of my pores are bigger, so that's awesome. In this area, I have bigger pores. Not that huge of a deal, but I definitely feel it penetrating deeper into those areas because I have more of an opening. So that is awesome. Great. So the last thing I'm going to do is I want to moisturize. I'm going to use the Melanopeel oily skin serum, which is actually hazelnut oil. Hazelnut oil is a great hydrator. It smells great also. Very natural scent, not too heavy. So again, for someone with sensitive eyes or sensitive to strong synthetic fragrances, this is perfect for you. It is hazelnut oil. It smells great. So comes in a little dropper, which is very cool. Gives you lots of product control. I'm just going to use 2 drops. According to the instructions, 2 drops should be all that you need. So again, I'm going to apply it with my 2 middle fingers. It's just something I like to do. I'm able to simultaneously rub on the face. My skin doesn't feel super oily. I feel very hydrated. My skin definitely loosened up a bit from the peel. It didn't feel super tight, but you can definitely tell that I just had a peel. So I love the fact that I don't feel super greasy. So I just want you to get a closer look at the skin or how my skin is. There is a couple there's one pop up in the middle. The other 2 are moles. You can kind of see some that are up and coming. It's just hormonal acne, but that's okay. I'm oily skin, so that happens. So definitely my skin feels and looks a lot more smooth. I want to give you a up close and personal look on the area where I do have bigger pores. You can definitely see my pores a little bit more around the nose area and on the side of the cheeks. Then you can see there. You can't see any pores. Then you see more pores there. That's okay. This peel will definitely help. Okay, and I said before that blotch was already there. Okay, so just a quick overview of the products used today. Remember, this brand is Melanopeel. You can get it on Amazon.com. They have a crazy amount of little systems that you can get. Comes in this awesome bag with the cute little rhinestones in the bow. So my type. So first thing we use today is the Clarity Cleanser. Remember, it's a seafoam green color with small microspheres that help to exfoliate the skin. Great for sensitive skin, no strong smell, and very finely milled granules. So very nice. This can be used every single day. I probably would only use it once a day just because of the granules. You don't want to over scrub the skin daily, but that one is very nice and gentle. Second thing I used was a Mandelic Acid Clarity Toner. Remember, this guy has a brightening complex, so it's going to help with acne scars, hyperpigmentation, sunspots, age spots, or if you just want a brighter, more even skin tone all over, this is also something that you can use day and night. Very nice. It's going to just help to hydrate, balance the pH of the skin after you cleanse. Quick cooling sensation, a little bit of a medicinal smell, but not too bad. So if you're sensitive, you'll be fine. It's not going to kill you. This guy was the hero product. Remember, this is the Melanopeel Mandelic Acid Peel. 25% Mandelic Acid, which is awesome for the skin. I really liked it. Didn't burn, didn't itch, didn't tingle. Once I started to wipe, I felt a slight tingling sensation, but I mean, it's where my pores are bigger, so it's definitely penetrating a little deeper in those areas. This should be used once every 2 weeks. You don't have to overuse it with twice a week, once a week, once every 2 weeks. This should be used at night. I know it's midday here, but it's just for video purposes. because acids can make you more sun sensitive. So with that being said, the morning after the night you apply, you want to make sure that you're wearing an SPF. If you don't wear an SPF, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your money, and you're actually making your skin a little worse. The sun is what ages and burns like things like acne scars and hyperpigmentation, sunspots. The sun is responsible for that. So if you go out a little bit more sun sensitive, you're more prone to these issues that you're trying to get rid of. So you want to make sure that you're not doing yourself a disservice. So the last product I used was the Oily Skin Serum. This is an oil. It's actually hazelnut oil, and it is perfect for oily skin. I love how it feels on the skin. It's very thin. It's not heavy, greasy. I don't feel like I have something laying on top of my skin. My skin feels freaking awesome. Nice, slick, smooth. It's actually feeling better than when I use a cream. And you know, with oily skin, you think an oil? No, I don't want to do an oil because I'm already oily. But truth is, oil cuts oil. So throughout the day, I may not be as oily as I normally am. So I'll do a quick update also later just to show you how my skin's reacting, how things are going, and if I got any more oily than I normally am or if it worked. So that was my spiel and my review on the Melanopeel Skin Clarity System. I do have a couple more things to review from them, so stay tuned. But today we're focusing on the Mandelic Acid Peel. So thank you, Melanopeel, for sending me this awesome system. It looks great, it feels great, and I will keep you guys updated.
Techno Rock.